Hello and welcome, dear colleagues and fellow researchers. Today, I will be talking about a chapter entitled Equality, Diversity, Relativity from the book Language in Culture and Society, a reader in Linguistics and Anthropology. The chapter is an introductory chapter to section 2 of the book, written by Dell Hymes, and the book is also edited by Dell Hymes. So let us start with knowing the author Dell Hymes. Dell Hymes was a linguist, sociolinguist, anthropologist, and folklorist who established disciplinary foundations for the comparative ethnographic study of language use. His research focused on his research focused upon the languages of the Pacific Northwest. This particular chapter is introduction to the second section of the book. As I mentioned earlier, this section's articles are about the issues of language diversity, relativity, and equality. Chapter addresses outdated misconceptions surrounding the study of language, specifically the inaccurate classification of language as primitive. It advocates for a more nuanced approach, recognizing the equality of all languages in their scientific value, while acknowledging their diversity in structure and relativity to their sociocultural context. Chapter emphasizes the importance of in-depth fieldwork, linguistic analysis, and cross-cultural understanding to avoid perpetuating stereotypes and fostering a more complete understanding of language's evolution and function. This also involves challenging assumptions of inherent superiority or inferiority and embracing the richness of linguistic variation worldwide. Some of the key terms discussed in this chapter are like this: primitive language, an outdated and inaccurate term used to describe languages spoken by indigenous and non European cultures. This term is based on the erroneous belief that these languages are simpler, less developed, or less capable of expressing complex thought than European languages. Linguistic relativity, the idea that language influences thought and perception. A strong version of this hypothesis, known as the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, suggests that language determines thought, while a weaker version suggests that language merely shapes or influences thought. Functional equivalence, the idea that different languages can express the same meanings and functions, even if they do so through different linguistic structures. Sociolinguistic context, the social and cultural factors that influence language use and variation. Descriptive linguistics, the systematic analysis and description of the structure of a language, focusing on its sounds, grammar, and vocabulary. Ethnology, the study of the characteristics and cultures of different peoples. Semantics, the study of meaning in language, including the relationship between words, phrases, and sentences, and the concepts they represent. So that's all for today.